I'm not on. Yes, I am. Shortly, the Deputy Chancellor, Elizabeth Crouch, and the academic procession will enter the graduation hall. Once they've taken their positions on stage, Advance Australia Fair will be played, and we invite you to join in the singing of the national anthem. Would you please stand for the academic procession?
Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Pujimulinawool, everyone. Good morning, and Nalawa, welcome. Welcome to the lands of the Wallumedegal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the University for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here this morning. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabrongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. And so he enrolled his daughter, Maria, or Bulgari, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here this morning. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now, that was probably better understood in traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant that the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the community. Your skills and good fortune with us enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the camp, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 200 years ago, he encountered a people he described as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing but the tools they carried, made shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and harvested food from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. Now, these were not primitive societies, these were ancient cultures. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, no homelessness, no rents or mortgages, and no jails. People cooperated to collect the resources which were needed, and then they were shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state with fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 20,000 years. Now, understand, this is not a dream or an ideal. This was normal life, and for the longest time, and not too long ago either. And I don't see there's any reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us, but we're a clever people, and there's still much magic in the world, I believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, and we are normally a happy people. I would say, though, share your gifts with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. I think doing that, and I'm confident together we can create a country and a world that we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine now by winding up and letting you graduate. I just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you and welcome to country. Yana.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to introduce the Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, Elizabeth Crouch.
Thank you, Chris Tobin, for your very warm welcome to country. Graduands, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, first, I want to thank all of you for coming. A graduation ceremony is an important celebration of achievement, the achievements of our graduands, and I might say also of the university. So I'm grateful that you're all here to join us in celebrating one of life's most important milestone events. I also want to especially thank those of you who have brought your children with you. It's good for them to be here because their memories of today and of the importance of today may one day be the thing that inspires them to emulate the success of today's graduates. And their presence is also good for us because every celebration is enhanced by the presence of children. Now, as a parent, I know it may be difficult for little ones to stay quiet or still for the duration of the graduation ceremony. It's a big ask. I don't expect them to or want them to. And I don't want you to worry if they don't. They are most welcome, and please let them run around and make as much commotion as they like. Now, the most important thing today is that our graduates have a great day. Graduates, I hope that this will be a very happy and memorable occasion for all of you. You deserve to take pride, great pride in your graduation. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind. You need determination and perseverance. You need to make many sacrifices. But that hard work has paid off, and I congratulate each of you on your achievements. And I also want to congratulate all of you who are here as guests of our graduates, because you've all done well too. The very fact that you have been invited by one of our graduates to share one of the great days of their lives is proof positive that you've been an important influence in their life and in the successes that we celebrate today. But I don't want you to think that observing today's ceremony is the last of your role. I have another important service for you to perform for our newest graduates, as they will soon become. I want you to make sure that the degrees they receive today are never ever put in a bottom drawer, but are always proudly displayed in a position of prominence. In other words, if our graduates are too modest to proclaim their success, I want you to make sure you do it for them. Now, the ceremony that we're about to participate in is one of the world's oldest social rituals. For centuries, graduates have been donning robes just like the ones our graduates are wearing today and participating in ceremonies just like this one. Indeed, there are some 50 universities in the world that can trace their history back more than 500 years. Macquarie, by comparison, is very young, celebrating our 50-year jubilee in 2014. We proudly take our name from Australia's greatest colonial governor, Governor Lachlan Macquarie, a man whose greatness and achievements were never acknowledged by his contemporaries, but only by history. We learned at Macquarie that Macquarie was a great builder, but that his greatest legacy had nothing to do with bricks and mortar. It was the ethos he established, much to the annoyance of the British authorities, of an egalitarian society. Because it was Macquarie's insistence that in this fledgling colony there be no distinction between the free and the freed. This was the foundation of the modern Australian notion of a fair go for all. And it is that legacy that we here at Macquarie strive to maintain and honour. After our first 54 years, we now have more than 184,000 Macquarie graduates living in 142 countries. Macquarie is now a very modern and outward-looking university. We are ranked in the top 2% of the world's universities. And from our beginnings, we have defied the traditional boundaries of academia to achieve outstanding success. We have pioneered and continue to pioneer learning and teaching approaches that challenge conventions and shift thinking. And our students continue to play a major role in their own learning and are empowered to guide what and how they learn. We are also research pioneers at Macquarie. Our framework for the future, world-leading research and world-changing impact, is brought to life by renowned researchers whose bold and innovative solutions to issues of global significance are of enormous benefit to the world we live in. And that, by the way, is not an idle boast. Did you know that a significant part of the development of Wi-Fi was completed by Macquarie University engineers and scientists in conjunction with scientists from the CSIRO? And the research that is currently underway at Macquarie is no less significant. I'm sure all of you will be aware of the recent death of Professor Stephen Hawking, a brilliant scientist and a marvellous and inspiring man. The disease he fought almost all of his life was motor neurone disease. And I'm very proud to say that our Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences is at the forefront. Indeed, I think it's fair to say that we are the Australian leader in helping to find a cure for that dreadful disease. And believe it or not, some of our researchers are even working on an innovation that will prevent shark attacks on surfers, which is quite topical given the news overnight. We also have researchers working with scientists across the globe to develop synthetic yeast, revolutionising not only the biofuel sector, but also providing new options for health and pharmaceuticals. In fact, we have countless research projects underway, all of which have enormous potential to add to the world's knowledge and well-being. We're also proud of some of our new or relatively new facilities, including the Australian Hearing Hub, our library and our hospital. In fact, we are the only university in Australia which owns and operates its own hospital. But we have a lot more to do to make sure that our facilities are fit for purpose. And that's why when you arrived today, you may have thought for a moment that you were visiting a building site. The big hole in the ground outside just behind me is the site of our new central courtyard, which will house new food and beverage facilities, other social and study areas, as well as on-campus student accommodation. A little further away, our arts faculty building, one of our oldest, has been completely gutted and will be replaced by a new arts precinct, which will also include new spaces for our superb museums and galleries. So we're looking forward and we're on the move. Here at Macquarie, we have a very clear and straightforward mission, and that mission is to transform people's lives and to improve the lives not only of our own students, but also of people all around the globe by the work and achievements of our graduates and by the fruit of our research. We want Macquarie to be a leader in teaching and learning and in the accumulation of wisdom and knowledge and understanding. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. And in just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University alumni. It is now my great pleasure to introduce today's occasional speaker, Professor Sherman Young. Sherman is the Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Learning and Teaching at Macquarie University. He is responsible for designing and maintaining attractive and quality academic programs, creating and maintaining flexible and innovative physical and virtual learning spaces, and enhancing our student learning experience, all a very important aspect of the experiences our students have at Macquarie. Sherman has a Bachelor of Science in Design and a Master's in Media, Technology and Law and a PhD in Media and Culture Studies. It is now my great pleasure to invite Professor Sherman Young to deliver our occasional address. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Professor Young.
Deputy Chancellor, Registrar, academic colleagues, graduates, family and friends, welcome to a ceremony that marks the formal acknowledgement of your academic achievements here at Macquarie University. First of all, can I join the Deputy Chancellor in congratulating all of our graduates on their achievements? I know that completing a university degree requires a huge amount of work, commitment and stamina. A bachelor's degree can be a bit like running a marathon, but instead of taking 3 hours, it takes 3 years. So congratulations and well done, all of you, for getting to the finish line. I'd also like to graduate your family and friends. Many of you have come a long way to celebrate here today, and our students' success is always built on the backs of those who support them, with everything from reading assignment drafts, providing a sounding board for ideas, cooking luxes, simply being there. Without that support, today would not be possible. So thank you all, family and friends. It's traditional for an occasional speaker to proffer a few words of wisdom and speak of their own experiences. I'm sorry to say I'm going to stick to that tradition. But I promise that I won't wear out my welcome here today. I know that the important part of the ceremony is still to come, and just as no good comes between standing between a room full of students and tables of food, no good comes from standing between a room full of graduates and their testimonies. So I'll be brief. I've personally had the privilege of completing 3 university qualifications, what my mother called killing myself by degrees. But I only actually attended 2 of those graduation ceremonies. The first, for my undergraduate degree, was addressed by the then New South Wales Minister for Public Works. The second ceremony I attended for my doctorate was addressed by David Williamson, the playwright. And I have to say I'd be lying if I remembered anything that either of them said. So my aspiration for this short talk today is very simple. I'd be delighted if you remembered one thing I said. And yes, there will be a quiz at the end. So, a few brief thoughts. Number one, it's only the beginning. Just a moment ago, I suggested that you'd reached the finish line, that the years of study, essays, assignments and examinations have finally come to an end. I'm sorry, I was lying. This is not a finish line, it's also a starting line. This is not an ending, this is a beginning. It may seem like a lifetime ago that you arrived at Macquarie. Some of you with high school friends, some of you from outside of Sydney, others from overseas, many of you knowing nobody. Some of you were juggling work and study, careers and family. However you arrived, you were beginning a new phase in your life, away from the familiarities of your school years or your existing workplaces, and to a greater or lesser extent, you were strangers in a strange land. But after a while, you found a way. You found your way. And you managed to succeed and now sit here today about to graduate at Macquarie. The next part of your life is just as much a new beginning as that arrival at Macquarie was. Some of you will be beginning new careers. Some will be pursuing further study. Some may have no plans beyond a few weeks at the beach. And that's all great. Whatever you'll do for a while, new opportunities will arise, and you'll say yes to those. In my own career, I've been a designer, newspaper editor, entrepreneur, multimedia developer, manager, musician, business owner, researcher, author, teacher, public speaker, academic, and administrator. Each was a new beginning, a different stage of working life. Some of those were born of failure. The pub bands I played in inner Sydney never made the top 10. My first degree in undergraduate engineering came to an ignominious end due to second-year fluid dynamics, but we won't go there. And some of them were born of success, some of the achievements I'm very proud to have actually achieved throughout my life. The ability to embrace and learn from both success and failure will hold you in good stead. Number two, keep on learning. With all that talk about beginnings, there are actually some things that should never end. And the thing that should never stop is your curiosity, your desire to discover new knowledge, new experiences, engage with new thinking, ask questions continually of yourself and the world. Yes, you've learned many things in the last few years, but it's not the end of your learning. You may think you know everything about Australian tax law. I suspect nobody knows everything about Australian tax law, or everything about supply chain management, or everything about financial modelling. But there is no such thing as everything there is to know. The older I've become, the more I've realised that there's always more to learn. There are, in something I remember from my undergraduate years, there are only questions, no answers. And if we've taught you one thing here at Macquarie, I hope that it is the love of learning, the understanding that the only thing that makes life worthwhile is learning as much as you can about as much as you can. And importantly, understand that that learning happens everywhere, not just in classrooms, not just in boardrooms or institutions like universities or workplaces, but in everyday life, the things you read, things you watch and listen to, the conversations you have with your friends and colleagues, the travelling you may do to understand the wider world. Number 3, I want to talk briefly about the future. A couple of quick cliches about the future. It's very easy to predict the future. The hard thing is to get the timing right. They often say that someone who gets the timing wrong is called a futurist, and someone who gets the timing right is called a billionaire. You're about to enter into a world where the future is uncertain. We are living in incredibly interesting times, as the old Chinese curse goes. There are incredible opportunities and challenges. Hopefully, we've helped equip you for those challenges and opportunities moving forward. But it's your job to engage with those challenges. It's your job to engage with those opportunities. One of the great sayings that I use often comes from a man by the name of Alan Kay, who was a personal computer pioneer in the 60s. And the saying that he said that resonates with me continually is this: the best way to predict the future is to build it yourself. It's your job to build your future. It's your job to build our future. So, in conclusion, I hope you've enjoyed your time at Macquarie. I trust that you've enjoyed the opportunity to learn, and I hope that your goals post-graduation come to fruition. I've had the pleasure of meeting a great number of Macquarie alumni from all around the world. And I always think that the story of the university is the story of our students and our graduates. I'm delighted that you'll all now be in a position to write the next chapter in that story. Thank you for the opportunity to speak, and congratulations on your achievements.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think you'll agree that was a truly wonderful speech, and I in fact learned a lot about Sherman that I don't think I really fully appreciated how multi-talented he is. Sherman very kindly stepped in to be our occasional speaker today, given our listed occasional speaker had a slight mishap, I think, getting to us today. So I think you'll agree some wonderful words of wisdom for our graduates, and also some wonderful insights to their potential future. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me again in thanking Professor Sherman. As Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. But before I do so, I need to make sure that our students have done everything they need to do, because apparently if I confer your degree upon you and you're not eligible, I can't take it off. So, have you been to every lecture? Did you hand in every assignment? Turn up to every class? You're nodding, aren't you? Yes, I hope you are. Well, let me just double check. I'm going to call on our registrar, Miss Gail White, to formally certify your eligibility for your degrees. Miss White.
Deputy Chancellor, I certify that all of the graduates being presented here today, and those who are absent, have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
That's you. Come on. All right, you passed your first test. In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Deputy Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations, graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving them a round of applause.
Please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Business and Economics, and I call on Professor Lorne Cummings, Associate Dean, higher degree research of the Faculty of Business and Economics to present the graduates. Professor Cummings.
Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Business and Economics. The Faculty of Business and Economics is the largest faculty at Macquarie University and one of the largest in Australia. It includes the Departments of Accounting and Corporate Governance, Actuarial Studies and Business Analytics, Applied Finance, Economics, Marketing and Management. We're an applied, engaged and global business school. Our role is to create knowledge through applied research in the areas of marketing, management, finance, economics, actuarial studies and accounting. Working with our academic and corporate partners, students and alumni, we create and share research that addresses business and societal challenges. Our programs are innovative and include engagement with industry as well as the development of employability skills. The skills developed are in demand globally. Our programs are recognised and accredited by key industry bodies, and we enjoy a strong reputation among the business and professional communities. Our graduates have starting salaries well above the average for all Australian business schools. These graduates have the skills, knowledge and purpose to make a positive contribution to their families, to their communities and to the world. Deputy Chancellor, I'm proud to present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics whom you have admitted to degrees. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the Bachelor of Commerce, Damien Anthony Carpini. Yan Fei Chen. John Corpus. Seamus Dowd. Matthew Desmond Dewberry. Simon James Fennick. John Ian Gorris. Nicholas Leonard. Elizabeth Tran. Katharina Vongpit. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with the Bachelor of Science, Rubina Marie Barbarian. Hiba Ibrahim. Olivia Jakubowski. Siddharth Lalwani. Tiam Ramati. Rahulan Subitaran. Remy Lee Tibay. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Philip Oliver Warren Elenon Yu. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Professional Accounting, Ho Yi. Kautar Al Barakat. Michelle Tatenda Antonio. Chantel Bali. Ashley Tegan Barnard. Lachlan Baxter. Hargun Singh Bular. Ji Young Bong. Christopher Borg. Nicholas Lawson Brown. Sydney Prashanti Bugden. Jessa Carwing Bugnosen. Miranda Boontaran. Hannah Burrell. Hung Yuan Tsai. Hasao Mei Tsai. John Stephen Charles. Yuen Yi Chao. Fei Nyo Chen. Lin Shan Chern. Chien Chern. Shuhua Chern. Shuer Fei Chen. Ye Sung Chen. Henry Robert Chinchen. Ziwei Christy Choi. Shadman Rashid Chowdhury. Kevin Cham. Samantha Connell. Chang Sui. Yu Feng Cui. Mitchell Cullen. Jessica Jihoy Park. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of E-Business, Mayank Chauhan. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Accounting, Jin Tien Wang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Accounting Professional, Yue Ting Lai. Jane Hope Leh. Mai Tui Leh. Gern Lee. Ruo Hoang Lee. Shu Lin Lee. Ting Lee. Wei Tung Lee. Xiao Fu Li. Xuan Li. Xuezhe Li. Yifei Li. Ying Li. Kun Lee. Guo Hao Liao. Lin. Chen Ling. Bo Young Liu. Guanjie Liu. Hao Liu. Jingyan Liu. Shepeng Liu. Xiangwei Liu. Xiaoyu Liu. Shudong Liu. Yi Liu. Lin Liu. Chang Lu. Wen Tao Lu. Seheng Lu. Chen Ma. Jinma. Shinrui Ma. Varun Maini. Fan Hoong Mern. Fan Jia Meng. Ching Mu. Asia Pahizi. Permeswat Prakash. Aditya Padke, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Peng Fei Chiao. Fei Chin. Shuai Ren. Xiao Hang Ren. Michelle Natania Rompis. Eunpeng Shah. Shreya Sharma. Jie Shen. Xiaohong Se. Jiawen Sung. Guangjie Sun. Han Ying Sun. Liang Sun. Yang Sun. Jen Yang Sun. Juting Sun. Jiayu Tan. Linian Tan. Yu Tian. Nguyen Min Guan Don. T Yen Yi Jan. Ling Chi Tu. Anjue Wang. Bo Wang. Jin Meng Wang. Lin Lin Wang. Men Ying Wang. Ming Rui Wang. Nan Wang. Wenjie Wang. Yafern Wang. Ying Wang. Ying Shui Wang. Yishuan Wang. Yue Wang. Shirting Wei. Jing Wen. Jiawen Wu. Jing Xia. Jing Yong. Shu Eun-young. Wen Chi-young. Yu Young. Shu Yi Ye. Wei Ye. Se Yuan Yin. Ruwei Yu. Ya Chen Yuan. Ying Yuan. Qian Zhang. Wen Lung Zhang. Jie Zhao. Qi Zhao. Re Hung Zhao. An Qi Zheng. Xin Zheng. Men Ying Zhou. Se Hui Zhou. Ying Zhou. Yi Wei Zhou. Yu Zhou. Yu Tian Zhou. Fan Zhu. Yu Meng Zhuang. Renjie Zhong. Wenjing Zhong. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Advanced Professional Accounting, Golei Dai. Yifan Dung. Victor Uno Niorore. Xiao Sun. Han Jeff Yuan. Mern Ching Jern. Deputy Chancellor, that completes this morning's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics.
Deputy Chancellor, I call on Mr John Ian Gorris, who has graduated today with a Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Mr Gorris.
Deputy Chancellor, members of the University, fellow graduates and guests, I am honoured to be speaking before you on this very special occasion. Today we celebrate the completion of our undergraduate or master's degrees. Getting here was no easy task. Indeed, everyone who graduates has had to be diligent in their studies, push the limits of their knowledge, and of course, work hard. Who could forget those caffeine-fueled all-nighters to get assignments in on time? 8 coffees in one dreadful night was my record. Or meticulously filling out every millimetre of our cheat sheets in a font size so small that we seriously consider bringing magnifying glasses into the exam. Or, my favourite, spending more time making colour-coded planners than actually doing the work, and then just forgetting the planner. But despite all our efforts, we cannot claim to have succeeded alone. We must take time today to thank all those who make our graduation possible and our time at Macquarie University so enjoyable. First, I'd like to thank the administrative staff. From enrolment to graduation, you worked behind the scenes to keep everything running smoothly. For all the passionate students involved in organising the many student societies and sporting teams that make Macquarie the social campus that it is. Thank you for all the long hours you devoted to your societies. You allowed us to pursue our extracurricular interests with like-minded people, and I know that I would not have many of the wonderful friends I have today if not for you. And what would university be without all the lecturers and tutors to guide us on our academic journey? I've been consistently impressed with the depth of knowledge and the passion that they taught it with. You fostered in us a love of learning and a curiosity to explore, and we've all been lucky to receive our world-class education from you. Friends, families, and partners, your support and your love got us through the trials of university. It was either by keeping us sane with non-academic conversation, by reminding us to relax, or just being there for us when we need it. Finally, let me end by saying that I hope everyone here can look back on that time at Macquarie fondly, that I wish you all the best in your future endeavours. Thank you.
It's always a daunting task, I think, to speak on behalf of the graduating class, but I think you'll agree John did a wonderful job. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me again in thanking John for his graduating. Ladies and gentlemen, that wonderful voice belongs to Miss Angela Brewer, who graces us with her presence at these graduation ceremonies and helps make them so special. Please join me again in thanking her for that wonderful performance. I would also like to thank our musicians on the organ, Dr. James Forsyth, and on the trumpet, Miss Melanie McLaughlin. No. Can I also take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives of our alumni community who come to these graduation ceremonies day in and day out to help make them special, but also to make sure we're all in the right places at the right time. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, as I can now call you, this ceremony marks the end of one stage of your relationship with Macquarie University, but it's certainly not the end of your association with us. From today on, and for the rest of your lives, you are part of that bigger Macquarie family, which is our alumni, and part of a network of more than 184,000 Macquarie alumni spanning the globe. We'll keep in touch with you through our alumni program, a program which is focused on lifelong learning, lifelong support, and lifelong connections. Our commitment to you is to keep in touch and engage with Macquarie throughout your life. And please make sure you come back to Macquarie, either to undertake more study, as I know some of you are, or to attend alumni events, use our aquatic or fitness facilities, or even, if the mood takes you, to enjoy a picnic by our lake. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I encourage you to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry, to set ambitious goals for yourselves and to continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. I urge you to always exercise sound judgment and be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet on life's journey. My hope is that as Macquarie graduates, you will use what you have learned not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the whole community. Believe it or not, each and every one of you can change the world. And you don't have to be a Nobel Prize winner to do it. Because in almost everything you'll do, in your homes, in your workplaces, in your communities, all of these things matter and can make a huge difference. The consequences of every effort, every action, large or small, can reverberate throughout society, through the decades, indeed through the centuries. Even something as simple as a kind word or gesture can often be a spark that ignites a great life, a great career, or a great achievement. And in all you do, I ask you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. And remember, wherever you go, go with all your heart. I hope also you will also always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things. First, I'd like our newest graduates to please stand. Now I'd like you to place your degrees on the seats behind you because you're going to need your hands. I'd like you to turn around and face your family and friends and give them a mighty round of applause. You can turn around now, but don't sit down as yet because I've got one more thing for you to do. I'd like you, here on the dais are representatives of the academic staff, many of whom has supported you throughout your journey. I'd be grateful if you could join me in thanking them also. Please be seated just for a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, shortly I will lead the official party out, and it will be my great honour to invite our newest graduates and their family and friends to join us for refreshments at the Marquee. I now invite everyone to stand, and please remain standing until the last graduate has processed out. So if you can all stand. Thank you. Graduates, I would like to wish you the best for your futures, and in the words of an old Irish blessing, may the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Graduates, congratulations and good luck.